As you can see, it looks freaking crazy. Hey, what is up, my fellow teammates? My name is Damien, and welcome back to the final episode of our Let's Build series, where we try to create the best redstone fortress we can imagine. Yet again, this is hosted by woodycraft.net. If you guys want to go ahead and come on the server, say hi to me, check out my build, or participate in my contests, all that information will be available in the description box down below, so don't forget to do that. The contest ends on Monday. All the information should be submitted to the forums by then. That way you guys can compete for our prizes, which yet again includes ranks for the server or for your names and your build in my announcement video. So anyways guys, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Now, one quick thing I want to say about my channel is that next week I'll be starting with the face cams again using my brand new camera. That way we don't have the lag and all this nonsense going on. We could go ahead and focus on just having the perfect face cam. So yeah, don't worry about that, it will be back soon. And in this episode we're going to be focusing on finishing up the building. What I want to do is go ahead and cover up all the redstone on the map over here that's exposed. We're gonna make a control room look a little bit better, as well as extend up to this area. That way we have like a staircase. When you press the buttons, you can come up here and see all of your enemies dying or whatever, as well as we're gonna fill out the area around the map and just add in all of the final details that should complete the entire structure. And then in a separate video I will do a complete showcase of it. Alright, so first things first, I do want to say that we only need one of these towers to be working and going down to the bottom. We don't need to have them all exposed. Now, because this is the philosophy I want to follow, that means it's going to save us a lot of work trying to make little pathways and hiding the redstone over here. We just need to go ahead and just hide this bit right over here, and then only one tower will be accessible. Alright, so let's go ahead and just block that off, and we can block off each individual area. That way we don't need to worry about this. So there we go. It's going to save us a lot of work hiding all this redstone. And on this side of the map, we can add in some trees or whatnot to help with that bit of blending. Alright, so on this side, let's go ahead and just build up some of our grass blocks over here. Try not to cover up too much of the redstone, and hopefully this works out for the best. Okay, what we could do is mix in some stone over here. So maybe place down a stone over here, two stones over here, and that way we get like a nice kind of cliff look, I guess you would say. Place down the stone right over here, here, and we could keep the grass blocks down here, or maybe some more stone. Why not? It looks pretty interesting. And build it up like so. And that should be just fine. Look at that. It looks pretty cool. It doesn't look that bad. And maybe we could grab ourselves some bone meal and, cover up this bad boy so it looks a little bit better. And of course, I forgot to cover up this area. What am I doing? Okay, let's build it up a bit more. So just build it like that. There we go. And then put some grass blocks at the top, and that should cover up everything that we need to worry about. So there we go, guys. That is basically the little area on the side. We can maybe add in a waterfall over here. That'll be pretty cool as well. And also we could replace that block over there to make it completed. So there we go. We covered up that redstone pretty easily. Over here I do want to make a small little waterfall area, so let's go ahead and just dig down and make some blocks at the bottom. That way we have like a one deep area to put our water. And we're playing with fire over here because water next to all this redstone is gonna be a bit of a problem, but we don't need to worry about it too much. That is our small waterfall area. Now we just need to go ahead and grab ourselves a bucket, and maybe oh gosh, actually a water bucket, and then maybe have it fall from this point right over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so there we go. We have our small waterfall covering up our redstone. Looks pretty interesting, and from down here, it doesn't look that bad, to be honest. Now, what I want to do is actually transform my entire map into kind of like a rundown castle from the inside. So what I'm going to do is cover up the entire area of the walls with some vines to give it a bit of character, as well as add in some overgrown oak leaves, which I think will look absolutely amazing. If you guys did not see this, I didn't do it in the video. I basically added in a bunch of random logs, and I covered it with some vines, and I think it looks pretty interesting and pretty cool. So as you can see, a bunch of random blocks yet again, because that is just the the way I built the building. I think it looks pretty cool, and we have a lot of plain walls we can mess around with, so I can show you guys how I did that. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. What I want to do is grab myself some logs, and I guess just scatter some logs across the wall, or maybe just place down vines and then some oak would leave. So let's go ahead and just do the vines first. Yet again, very random stuff, but it's gonna look pretty interesting, I guarantee it. Alright, so there we go. That's how it looks from the outside. Not too bad. It's a bit overgrown, so you can tell that there's something in there. And then when you come across the wall, boom, we have a bunch of stuff growing on the wall, and I think it looks pretty interesting. Yet again, very random, But you know what? I quite like it. And why is there just one log over there? That's pretty weird. Let's build it up one more. Alright, there we go. So it's like a small tree has been cut down. Alright, so that's one side of our wall. It's just like slightly decorated, overgrown, and it's going to give it a nice abandoned type feel, but I kind of like it, so let's go ahead and roll with that, feeling. Now, we're going to do the same thing for each and every side, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to do that offline yet again, and we'll just, focus on the rest of stuff we have to work on. So, we want to work on the house and try to randomize the block over here as well, and to do this, I want to go ahead and grab ourselves some stairs. We need some slabs as well as some stone blocks. So we're going to need a lot of these things. Cobblestone slabs. We could grab ourselves regular brick slabs as well as, is there any other blocks we could grab? Yeah, there we go. And some stairs. Where are all the stairs, man? I hate how they divide this. Like, put all the stairs together with stairs. What is so complicated about that? Oh my god. So we can also place down some cracked stone bricks across the wall, and that might turn out quite well. So on this end, we could just go ahead and yet again just do what we do and place down some random blocks like so. On the interior, it will look exactly normal because it is staircases, but on the outside, it will look a bit different. And if you want to go ahead and change this up, we could add in some oak wood slabs over here. That way we have like a peeking area into our building. And we could possibly add in another staircase right over here. So yeah, I think that looks pretty interesting. Adding in just these random blocks does change the map quite a lot, and I quite like it because the walls don't look as plain as this one. Even though it looks kind of bad, this does not look as plain. And what we could do here is maybe add in some cracked ones, and we actually have like a backdrop over here, so I don't want to change the wood, so we should just go ahead and place down just some random staircases. Alright, so there we go. So we have like a bunch of indentations and a bunch of random stuff added into the wall. Yet again, I'm going for an abandoned / randomized look. Not because I'm lazy and I just want to build stuff randomly, but I think it looks quite nice and it's a bit different from other stuff I've seen in Minecraft, and definitely it's way better than adding in a plain wall. So on this side, what I did was just grab ourselves some logs, some fences, some planks, and some random blocks, and just like made an entire wall made out of those blocks. So check it out. That was pretty awesome. I didn't show this in the video because I was just messing around with it, and I also added in some vines, and I basically did the same thing from the top as well, and it all turned out pretty well. Alright, so we're going to do some stuff over here as well. Let's randomize the wall. So this is basically what we're going to be doing, honestly, the entire video. And this should just work fine. There you go. I think that's pretty good. And yeah, we did it for this wall as well, as you could see. Over here, I could possibly build up another pillar. So let's go ahead and do that and break the tree, and that way we can block off all this redstone and whatnot. Okay, so there we go. We built up that wall to hide our redstone. There's really no way you could cross this. So yeah, it's not really a problem, and our redstone's back here, so yeah, you don't have to worry about that anymore. And I think we could leave that wall plain. I mean, it's back here. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I mean, come on. It's all the way back there. No one's going to see that. And we do have our staircase going up to our second floor. I did want to add in like a password locked door, but I just realized that there's not enough redstone below the map, or not enough space for redstone below the map to do that, because I need to have it like right in this position right over here, and that's just not going to work out. Now, we could add in maybe something else, maybe like a lever door or something like that, a hidden door, but we'll see. At the moment, I think it looks fine the way it is, to be honest. Alright, so let's go ahead and start decorating the inside. As you can see, it's very plain in here. We don't have any lighting, and this is going to be a bit of a problem. What we can do is maybe adding some lighting right over here, so the floor could be lighting. So let's go ahead and just grab ourselves some redstone lamps, knock off these blocks at the bottom, and there's some redstone down there. Oh gosh, this is going to be really challenging. Alright, so we could place down some redstone lamps right over here as the floor, and that way when we light it up, it's going to light up our kitchen as well as, you know, the rest of our house. And what we could do is also bring it back over here. That way we could light up even more stuff. So where is that redstone lamp? Okay, it should be right over here. There we go. We just extend it to this entire area. So all of the bottom blocks are going to be this redstone lamp, and that's going to work out just fine, I think, in my opinion. Now what we need to do is find a way to activate this. What I need to do is first divert this entire signal by, you know, deleting this, basically. Okay, so I think the easiest way to do this is, of course, adding in redstone torches beneath these blocks. So let's go ahead and do that. Basically, make a line of blocks like so. And now we just destroy the blocks over here, which is our floor, but we'll fix it in just a minute. There we go. Grab ourselves some redstone torches, and then we'll basically invert the entire system. Or possibly, we could just use redstone, because I think redstone works from this position right over here. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and try that. Why not? A bit of redstone right over here. lever, and nope, it does not work. So we'll need to invert a torch. There we go. So torches all over here is going to turn on our redstone lights, and we need to find a way to invert this. Okay, so I finally figured it out. We're going to place the lever right over here. It's going to activate this bit of redstone, send it towards this area, and then wrap it around over here, and also wrap it around over here, because I had to place down a repeater over here and a repeater over here, because when this block is powered, it's also powering a redstone, creating a clock, and we can't have that happening. So we branched it out on this side, and then put it on that side, so now we have like a two-way system that's going to activate all of our lamps. Destroy that block, go back to the top of the map, and place down some more redstone. Now when we flick this lever, it should turn all of our lights off, and when we turn the opposite way, it should turn it back on. Okay, so I found a solution to this problem. If I was going to place a block over here, it cuts off the redstone, but since I'm placing it under the wall on this side, I don't have to worry about that. So now what we need to do is just go ahead and connect the redstone back up to the system. And can we like place this over here, please? There we go. And place down the redstone yet again, and this should cut that signal off. And now when we flick it, it should work. All right, there we go. Finally. Now this is going to give us a lot of lighting all the way around here. Look at our bathroom. It looks glorious. All right, there we go. Okay, so over here at the front, we're going to build a small security checkpoint. And to do this, we're going to just go ahead and cover the area right over here with our cobwebs. That way they slow down, and then we can go ahead and make like a like a checkpoint area, and we can use some signs to do this as well. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. We have like a nice doorway. And what we can also do is extend this bit of stone so it blends in with the wall a bit better. That's the floor of the control room, so hopefully it doesn't mess stuff up too much over there. And what we can do is grab ourselves some, where are those signs? Place it right over here, so it's like a security checkpoint. Why did I not write anything in there? Security. There we go. Checkpoint. Okay, there we go, security checkpoint. And now we could place down some signs over here, and then some signs over here. And then we could place a chest back here with like a weapon or something like that. That way, like, when you're on duty, you could, grab that to attack anyone that's trying to get in here. As well as you could possibly add in some fencing around this area. So let's go ahead and do that. So there's some fencing. And that should work just fine. Now we just grab ourselves a chest. Place it right over here and add in a sword, or maybe a bow and arrow to shoot out the door. So there we go, bow and arrow. So it's like a freaking taser or something just to stun them. There we go, freaking awesome. And now over here we could I don't know what to do with this room, to be honest. It looks so plain. There's so many random blocks scattered around here. I think the only thing we could do is just add in a lower layer to make the roof kind of like this block high. You know what? I think adding in these blocks at the top on the corners is going to, add in a lot of character into the building. So, why not? Let's go ahead and wrap it around the entire structure, because it's going to cover up, this bit of wool over here as well. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Bring it across. And then we could find another block to replace the floor with a bit later. But at the moment, I think this is just fine. And we actually need to wrap it around here and around here. Okay. And we also have some more wool over here too, so let's just bring it up there. There we go. Awesome. And that turned out quite nice. There we go. You know what? I like it. I like it. You know what? I'm not going to decorate any of these walls because, to be honest, I could just be placing paintings over here to help me out. But since the server like resets every couple seconds and destroys our paintings, we can't really do that. So just think about it, guys. These empty walls are going to be filled with paintings, so we can just leave it just like that. So there we go. That is just fine. But of course, when we come back here, those won't be on the wall anymore. But yeah, I think that's the bottom of the house completed. We can just go ahead and just add in some random paintings everywhere else in the house, and we can see it all together right now before it destroys. Come on, come on, come on, dude, quickly. There we go. We have our paintings, and it's gone. Okay. All right, so there we go. I think that is our first floor completed. We don't need to add anything else. Let's go ahead and now work on our control room as well as the staircase on the side. Now, the staircase is just going to be pretty simple, or maybe just add in a ladder, to be honest, just to make it a little bit more simple. So let's go ahead and just add in a ladder and just build it up. There we go. We don't need anything too complicated or complex. I mean, we already have so much security on the outside. Might as well just add in a freaking ladder. Alright, so this is our throne room yet again. We have our redstone and all of our decorations in this room, as well as a lot of blocks. Over here is our control room, and we're going to make the floor out of the stone bricks. That way it suits the map a little bit better, and this room in general. And it's going to just extend to this area right over here. And what is this? Okay, we can maybe extend it one more block. There we go. No one's going to pay attention to this. And what we need to do yet again is build an area where we could go up. And you know what? I'm going to just use a ladder because there's not a lot of room for using staircases. So I'm just going to build a ladder and then build this up like really high. That way we can have, you know, a tower in the middle of the map with an intermission area. And this is going to be an area where we can just oversee everything from one viewpoint. That way we get like the ultimate, you know, area for defense. Okay, so now we just go ahead and place down our ladders. The first ladder is going to go up here, of course, so just go right over here. It's going to take you to the middle hallway, and then once you get to the middle, you could go ahead and use some more ladders. You could go ahead and jump, and you could use this one to go all the way to the top. And I hate how, like, these appear over here. Keep going, there we go. And now we're at the top of the map. So very simple. We have a small tower now that's basically gonna allow us to go all the way to the top. We want to have this area blocked off. That way no one can shoot us while we're climbing all the way up. And that should be just fine. So I want to also add in some doors to the building. So let's go ahead and do that. We can grab ourselves the spruce or oak wood door. Ones we can't see through. There we go. I think the spruce is perfect for the towers. I mean, look at this. This is so freaking cool. And we only have one staircase leading to the top. So we just need to place one door down, or maybe two down, and then cover up this area over here with a random block. There we go. That should look just fine from the outside. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to decorate the tower now by using a bunch of cracked bricks as well as our cobblestone and some mossy bricks. Okay, so this is going to be pretty simple. Just knock off some random blocks right over here, here, here. Random, 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 and random, and also random over here at the front. And this is going to be where we're going to fill in our mossy bricks. Let's go ahead and break out some more. There we go. Extend it right over here. Then bring it down. And there we go. So now we just, you know, continue this pattern over here. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now that we've completed that structure, let's go ahead and start covering up this area as well as adding in our overgrown trees as well as oak wood leaves. Now, I had a cool idea. I want to actually add in trees up to this point in the map. So let's go ahead and do that. We need to go ahead and grab ourselves some grass blocks, extend this area right over here. And people are going to wonder, why is there like grass blocks up here? But why not? Who cares? Let's just go ahead and use our creativity to build something cool for once. Alright, so there we go. And extend it over here as well. Or maybe just leave it over here, to be honest. And now we could grab ourselves our oak wood saplings with some bone meal. And then grow this. And if it doesn't turn out good, we can always delete it. But I think it's going to turn out quite well. So build as many of these as possible to cover up the area. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, hopefully that one's not too high, and 4. Come on, come on, you can do it, you can do it. Yes, 4, there we go. We have like a small canopy, and whoa, oh my god, it's covering a huge area in the map. It looks insane. It looks really crazy. Oh my god, that's maybe too much, but you know what, I quite like it. It's gonna give the area over here a lot of character for sure. And we can have this going into the ground. There we go. Pretty cool. And maybe bring these leaves here as well. So kind of have them overgrown. And what's cool about this is that since we have those overgrown trees over here, we could easily cover up this area. So we're kind of cheating right now. Okay, so I added a lot of overgrowth onto our tower as well as our walls and our entire property in general. As you can see, it looks freaking crazy. I know it's kind of scattered around everywhere, but when you're down on the map, you won't see that too much. So it's just to cover up some redstone and whatnot. I think it looks freaking awesome. Our building is nice and peaceful, and on the outside, it's extremely deadly. And that's exactly what I wanted, guys. I think this turned out really well. Now, there's a few things I want to do offline, and that's mainly because they're just small things I need to fix, like redstone configurations and timing. So I'll show you guys that in the final video when I do a complete showcase, but that's going to be separate from the announcement video, so you don't have to worry about that too much. Now yet again, we're going to add in our minefield traps at the end, or a single player, because I already did it in the last episode over here. I just have to copy and paste it, or just copy it to either ends. And one thing I do want to say is that I also added in a bit of decoration over here. I basically just added in a bunch of nether rack into the wall and added a line of these cobwebs over here to act as like barbed wire or something. So even if they get close, you're going to be stopped by those barbed wires. And once this area is filled out, it's going to be really cool because you know, it's going to have a lot of lava and traps on the side of it. So there we go, guys, my final episode of my Let's Build series. If you guys enjoyed it, please take 1 second to smack the like button. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section down below. I'm so proud of what I built, guys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed as well. And I appreciate all of the support you guys have been showing me on the series because I love it, and you You guys are just freaking mind-blowing me right now because I never thought I would have so much support in my life, and I'm at that point where it's almost unbelievable. So yet again, guys, if you want to come on the server and check out my plot or whatever, you just go ahead and do like plot me and then type in my name, which is Team Twiistz, which is my Minecraft username, and then you could check out all the redstone. I'll leave it all intact, and of course the control room's up here. I'll add in some signs and whatnot so you guys know exactly what to do, as well as you could come on the server and try to build your own thing and participate in the contest. Yet again, the contest is going to give away a ton of ranks, as well as it's going to allow you to be in a video or your world in a video with your name. So yeah, it's a pretty long intro, guys, but I did have a lot to say about this map because I spent so much time building it. But yeah, if you guys yet again enjoyed it, take 1 second to smack the like button, as well as don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me. This was Twiistz, and I'll see you later.